Nigiri ni Mawanzo. Gold is the beginning. In the name of She, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. In the name of the true begotten Son, Matthew 1:23, Emmanuel, I am Emmanuel, whose name means go with us. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigeria, which means land of the goals. Ki Swahili, Tower of Babel, Kunta Kinte, first tongue of man. Peace from above. Amanu kutoka. Peace from above. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to be back. Fuha. Sabasiku. Happy. Fuha wa Sabasiku. Happy 7th day. Fuha wa Sabasiku. Happy 7th day. Today is the 7th day. The book of life. Mark chapter 4. And again, he began to teach by the sea. And a great multitude was gathered to him, so that he got into a boat and sat in it on the sea. And the whole multitude was on the land facing the sea. Then he taught them many things by parables, and said to them in his teaching, Listen, behold, a sower went out to sow. And it happened as he sowed that some seed fell by the wayside, and the birds of the air came and devoured it. Some fell on stony ground, where it did not have much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And some seed fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no crop. But other seed fell on good ground and yielded a crop that sprang up, increased, and produced, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100. And he said to them, He who has ears to hear, let him hear. But when he was alone, those around him with the 12 asked him about the parable. And he said to them, To you it has been given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. But to those who are outside, all things come in parables, so that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest they should turn and their sins be forgiven them. And he said to them, Do you not understand this parable? How then will you understand all the parables? The sower sows the word, and these are the ones by the wayside where the word is sown. When they hear, Satan comes immediately and takes away the word that was sown in their hearts. These likewise are the ones sown on stony ground, who, when they hear the word, immediately receive it with gladness, and they have no root in themselves, and so endure only for a time. Afterwards, when tribulation or persecution arises for the world's sake, immediately they stumble. Now these are the ones sown among thorns. They are the ones who hear the word, and the cares of this world, the deceitfulness of riches, and the desire for other things entering in choke the word, and it becomes unfruitful. But these are the ones sown on good ground, those who hear the word, accept it, and bear fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100. Also he said to them, Is a lamp brought to be put under a basket or under a bed? Is it not to be set on a lampstand? For there is nothing hidden which will not be revealed, nor has anything been kept secret, but it should come to light. If anyone has ears to hear, let him hear. Then he said to them, take heed what you hear. With the same measure you use, it will be measured to you. And to you who hear, more will be given. For whoever has, to him more will be given. But whoever does not have, even when he has, will be taken away from him. And he said, the kingdom of God is as if a man should scatter seed on the ground, and should sleep by night and rise by day, and the seed should sprout and grow. He himself does not know how. For the earth yields crops by itself, first the blade, then the head, after that the full grain in the head. Let me rephrase it. Verse 28, for the earth yields crops by herself. Yeah. But when the grain ripens, immediately he puts in the sickle, because the harvest has come. Then he said, to what shall we like the kingdom of gold? Or with what parable shall we picture it? It is like a mustard seed, which, when it is sown on the ground, is smaller than all the seeds on earth. But when it is sown, it grows up and bears greater than all herbs, and shoots out large branches, so that the birds of the air may nest under its shade. And with many such parables he spoke the word to them as they were able to hear it. But without a parable he did not speak to them. And when they were alone, he explained all things to his disciples. On the same day, when evening had come, he said to them, let us cross over to the other side. Now when they had left the multitude, they took him along in the boat as he was, and other little boats were also with him. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves beat into the boat, so that it was already filling. But he was in the stern, asleep on a pillow. And they awoke him and said to him, teacher, do you not care that we are perishing? Then he arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. But he said to them, why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith? And they feared exceedingly and said to one another, who can this be, that even the wind and the sea obey him? One more time. One more time. I don't think y'all understand. Did you hear what they said? Who can this be, that the wind and the sea obey him? One more time. It ain't about him. He keeps trying to make you understand. It's not about him. He has no power. The power that he displays is the power that God of gold has given him to show the world, so that they can have a choice to choose between what they see, him healing the sick, feeding the hungry, or what they hear, give us Barabbas, give us Barabbas, give us Barabbas, give us Barabbas. One more time. One more time. Did you not hear what he said? Let me go to chapter 4, verse 15. And these are the ones by the wayside where the word is sown. When they hear, Satan comes immediately and takes away the word that was sown in their heart. One more time. Not the devil, not a demon. Satan. Satan. One more time. For he truly has power as well. For he is a son of gold. One more time. So y'all need to get that other stuff out your head. You know, do you understand what I'm saying? Talking about the devil and all that, man. No. They are demons. But the devil, no. Satan. 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 One more time. He also is given power. Didn't you hear what he said? The minute they hear it, but before it can sink in, he's allowed to snatch it. Why? Because, one more time, they ain't ready. They ain't ready. They may think they're ready, but one more time, they not ready. Because the seed was not planted truly into them. Like me, I'm a shining example. The seed was planted into me as a child through the Bible. As I became a grown-ass man, I no longer looked down. I didn't have my father to look up to. I had the Father to look up to. So that's who I went to and asked him, who am I? And he told me, my son, my son, my son, read about your real big brother, Emmanuel. Not about that which they have. I have allowed them. One more time. This is God speaking. Because he gave me a choice. Pay attention to what I see, or allow them that he is allowed to manipulate them that he is allowed to manipulate. Because that's all they did. They changed the outside and put a picture in the middle. They put a few words in there, but he allowed them to do that so that he could display what? His power one more time. See, what y'all ain't understanding is when he calmed the sea, when he calmed the wind, he ain't do nothing. God allowed him to do this so that they could see the power of God through his begotten son. One more time. One more time. Those who didn't know, what? Who can this be? That even the wind and the sea obey him. The begotten son of God. For only he can have that power through he who created all. One more time. No mortal man can do that. There's not never individual on the face of this earth who can speak and make the wind stop, who can speak and make the sea stop. He was able to do that because God said, through my begotten son, I will display my power. And those who believe in my begotten son will become part of my chosen peoples, because they will understand who he is and what he represents and who he represents. Excuse me. I said what? I mean, and who he represents. He represents Father or Mother Nature, Mother Earth. That's who he represents. Adam. Why do you think he said, do not call me the son of God? I'm the son of man. For I, like every other mortal man, crawled from the womb of woman. Adam and Eve, the only two mortals to know nothing about the inside of the womb of woman. Because neither one of those crawled from the womb of woman. So when you be trying to compare Adam and Eve to modern, keep this in mind, they was the beginning. Stop expecting them to be what they could not possibly be, because they was the beginning. They was the ones who, after their Miss 1, 2, 3 state, had to readjust to the new rules, the new regulations. One more time. He told her, now that you have did what you did, you will bring forth children in pain. She wasn't gonna bring forth kids in pain. She was just gonna have Just like you be seeing the animals, how they just had their babies and everything be cool. Yeah, not a woman. Because they made a mistake. And because of her one mistake, he will forgive me and you 7 times if you ask him that many times. One more time. But he ain't gonna just forgive you just because you did something wrong and you ain't even gonna look up and say forgive me. You don't look up and say forgive me. Why? He gonna look down and forgive you. Well, why? Because you are one of them that was seed fell into the rocks. Yeah, you sprung up, but you couldn't last because you in the rocks. One more time. You still alive. You came to life, but you didn't have no foundation. What was he saying? What was he saying about everything coming to light? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's go right here. Mark 4:22. For there is nothing hidden which will not be revealed, nor has anything been kept secret, but that it should come to light. One more time. Keep telling y'all time and time again. It calls itself Book of Life. One more time. I did not call it Book of Life. It's been calling itself Book of Life all along. But since you can't see past that J to call it Jesus, you cannot see. Just like he said, everybody ain't gonna be able to see. The chosen ones, they can see. I look to heaven and ask my goal of gold. Who am I? Because I know I'm here. Who am I? One more time. Everything is coming to light. One more time. One more time. I keep telling people. As this world shrinks, the light is coming up and it's being spread. One more time. It's being spread plain and simple. That Matthew 23 makes it plain and simple. Who goes begotten Son is his name and what it means. So you explain to yourself how you going Matthew 125 change it. You're going to agree with them and let them change what you just saw. One more time. I was the same way. I was the exact same way. One more time. So blind I couldn't see the forest for the trees. Looking at all them beautiful trees and still, where in the world is the forest? Wow. One more time. What did he say in his parables? One more time. Just like he said about the parables. One more time. The seed sower. One more time. All the seeds don't get to make it. All the seeds make it to fruitation, but all the seeds don't make it to fulfillment of purpose. One more time. All the seeds that he sowed, they come to fruition. They come to realization, but they don't last. The one in the weeds get choked out, and the one in the rocks gets burnt out. One more time. But they all come to fruition, but they don't come to fulfillment of purpose. One more time. I ask he to allow me fulfillment of purpose so that my peoples, his peoples, feet upon his own head, the wolf of the land, can look in the mirror and see gold of wolves. Because he the one said feet upon his gold. He the one said head of wolf of the land. I did not say it. I just match it. If you match, stop. Take a deep breath. Through the nostrils. Through the nostrils. Stop bringing whitewash. Stop bringing whitewash. Stop bringing whitewash. You see a J, born in Jerusalem, king of the Jews, baptized by John, betrayed by Judas, stepdad named Joseph, Jacob, Jesse. One more time. One more time. Jesse. I said, what did I say? Jesse, Jacob. One more time. Joshua. All these J's. But you can't say a J when you see ESUS. Excuse me. You can look at the J, but you can't say what you see. One more time. One more time. As the world is shrinking, truth is coming up. What did he say? Nothing. Nothing. It's going to be hid. It was never hid. It was right there for you to see. But you got to be part of the seeds that hit the good ground. One more time. If you part of the seed that hit the good ground, then you're going to be able to see what you see. One more time. One more time. You know what you see. They telling you who you ain't as they imitate everything who you is. They telling you now that Jesus over in Russia, they got pictures over in Russia where Jesus was black. One more time. One more time. Satan is allowed to deceive so that those who want to make a choice, because you can see. One more time. Can you see where the good ground is? Can you see where the rocks at? Can you see where the weeds at? Yeah. But some of those seeds still gonna get over there because that's life. Because somebody get to look and see, look at them seeds over there and realize and recognize, no, I'm so glad I wasn't one of them. I hope to never be like them. I'm glad I was chosen to be part of the fruitation, the fulfillment of purpose that I get to turn into the tree, the fruit, whatever. But I get to become fulfillment of purpose. One more time. Matthew 1:23. One more time. Matthew 1:23. One more time. Matthew 1:23. Trip, sees, trip, sees, trip, sees. Cool, calm, collected. One more time. Trials and tribulations and be expected to be tested. One more time. But knowledge, God goes, and he got you. As always, ni Mawanzo. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, N-I-G-R-I-T-I, a land of the golds. Tower of Babel, Kiswahili, Kunta Kinte, man's first tongue. Peace from above. Amani Kuto, you peace from above. Trip seas. Cool, calm, collected.